championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Denver.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. The play fake, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Let's go one more.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
At the 39-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Gain of 9.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Connection made with Shenault. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Complete to
7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
A nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Logan Wilson able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he finds a man on a crossing route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. That's complete to Butler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's taken down inside the 30. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another first down. Running from the gun, Johnson. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 14. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Carry for the running.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Bengals
extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
27 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
He'll take over 1st and 10.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
first down carry here for Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Flush to his right. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd.
5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
By number 28.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
At the 11-yard line.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
14-yard line.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. He can run for it, and they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man, Butler complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
The Bengals.
They'll look to throw now on first down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 17-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and
the Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Denver.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. It got his man complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 53. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they hear the chirp, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because we have plenty of leg.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That's taken in by Higgins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Davidson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 27-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead now increases to 20-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle.
The tackle made.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Davidson. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Gain of 6.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 47 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
Yeah, he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Screenplay, Johnson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
To number 28.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Johnson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll look to throw here. And this this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they try to get the shoulders square and point it towards the target downfield.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Mixon with a first down carry. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Second and 15. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. We know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed 1 of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
3 brings up 2nd and goal.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. And they've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And I think the Broncos have it. They do. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading bit. And you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
10 yards to go.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Denver.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
7-yard pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 24. They were looking for Johnson that time.
4-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Broncos.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the... And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He'll buy some time right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 14. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8. Are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Check. 40's
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Laviska Chenault, the intended target. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
That's good.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
1st and 10.
Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward, rolling to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air, escaping the pressure right. This is Hamler on the receiving end.
Right, camera, action. Showtime, baby.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. The 40, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD.
Touchdown, Bengals.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Flushed out right. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to it. And now here is another interception. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? It's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Broncos 50. Bengals 14.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken way up at the 25. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
For 1st and 10. at their own 32-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the ball is knocked out.
Today's final score.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much